Hello, hello, hello. That's so weird. Nobody's picture in Facebook is coming up in StreamYard. YouTube's icon pictures are coming up, but nobody's pictures on Facebook. I wonder what's happening. I could see me on my page, so I know I'm there. Whatever. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Happy hump day, y'all. Happy hump day, Trees. Hello, Miss Edie. Hi, Helena. Hi, Kaylee girl. Hi, Sheila Tegan. Hello, Miss Donna Sue. Hello, Cindy. Hello, John, driving home from work. He'll be home soon. Yeah, it is weird. I don't know what it is, but then I also see my icon even has a question mark. It's a square with a question mark, and that's how everybody is coming through on the book is a square question mark, but the YouTube is fine. So it's strange. Hi, Regine. Long time no see. Hope you've been well. Hello, Carol. Ghosts or smiley faces? Say what? What the what? Hi, my Ashley. What is that? It just looks really strange. It just everybody is either a blank screen or a square with a question mark. But over here I have Facebook up and I have it on my phone and I can see your icons just fine. So I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? There's always something going on with the book. So I posted a picture of my my fairy. The lights are one of the ones that do. You could do it, a couple different ways. But I noticed in her resin, the way that the resin worked out is that there was like a little see-through part here and a little part there. So I put little lights in her hand up here and in the rose petal down here. I don't know if you can tell, but I love it. I love the way she turned out and her little bitty, see her little bitty butterfly in her hand. So anyhow, I sat here and almost put her on before I drilled the hole because the box is in the back. And I was like, okay, let me put the fairy lights in. And I was like, oh my God, I need to drill the hole because I had her positioned on there to glue her on. And once she goes on with heavy body gel, that's it. Heavy body gel, and she's not coming off. So I was like, oh, drill the hole. Thank you, Evelyn. Hi, Luann. I'm actually, I don't know if you guys are interested, but I have probably about, 200 of those lights, the fairy lights, and they're the box. They're the ones like this. So I was thinking about putting them like in a little grab bag in the store, like, 10 for a couple bucks or something like that. I don't know if you guys are interested because I will never use those lights, but not that much. I have lights here in this drawer and I have bags and bags and bags of lights. So I was like, I wonder if anybody uses lights in their projects. And if you guys do, I'll put them like in one of the little cute mesh bags that I hand out in my store. And then just, do 10 of them for a couple bucks or something like that. Oh, Luann, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that so much. Hey, Nicole. Hi, Roxanne. Why do you have so many? Because it's easier for me to buy them in bulk than to buy like 2 for $5.99. I'd rather get like, a couple hundred for a couple bucks. I guess it was like not a couple bucks, but price wise, it's just better to get them in bulk. So if you're interested, like I said, I I mean, I have them in plethora. I have them in bags and bags and bags of them. They're all over the place. I'm like, yeah. Hi, Deborah. So, anyhow, today, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna tell on myself right now. Do you guys ever put on like your stretchy pants and feel something in there and like, what is that? And you've been walking around with a bounce sheet in your pants all day? Is it just me? I'm like, why does that feel funny? Okay, something happened. Here it goes. Oh, nope, not really, because it took my desk cam off and now there's two of me, like you wanted two of me. Hold on a minute. Alrighty then. Here we go. So if you can't tell, I'm pretty tired. The Troy boy's not awake because he was running amok all night long till about 4:30 this morning. Hi, Sandra. You have a sock? I haven't had a sock yet. I'm surprised they haven't had a Troy sock in there. But on many occasions, I have walked around and had a bounce sheet. And I'm like, God. And I keep scratching it. I'm like, what the heck is in my pants? Keep scratching it. And then later on, when I'll go to put my pajamas on, a bounce sheet will fall out. And I'm like, that was embarrassing. Fall out in the store? Oh my gosh, Nicole, no, I haven't. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, he was running amok all night long, y'all. I was getting so angry because he wouldn't stop. He was bringing me my lip gloss. He was bringing me a pudding. He brought me something else, and I was like, dude, what are you doing, man? And I finally I got up at 4:30 this morning. I got up and I walked into his room and he was still awake, just watching his phone. And I go to sleep. And then I think he finally went to sleep. But nonetheless, the builders in the back are popping the hammers at 7:00 in the morning. So I'm just like, you know what, you guys, or underwear. I haven't had that happen. It's always a bounce sheet. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, you're allergic to bounce sheets. Yeah, I don't know what it is with him lately, but yesterday I got mad at the builders in the back because, you know, they're out there, they've got their music blaring, they're, you know, cackling and doing all the things. And Trevor used to do that because that used to help with his anxiety, Ashley. He hasn't done that in a while. When he was in school, he used to have to use that. No, Luann, I don't know. No, it's never been this bad. I think with the time change and then Nick not being home because Nick's on vacation in Texas, I think he's just running amok just to run amok because he's happy as always. But we filled orders last night and then I thought, okay, it's late. Let's go to bed. And nope, he was not having it. But yeah, so yesterday, because they're building, there was only one open lot and it's right directly behind me, and they're building right behind me, and so they're out there, music blaring, and they're getting to the point now where you can see their heads because, you know, they're doing the frame now, and so you can see their heads as they get up higher. And so, of course, Jack and Onyx start barking. And so I, you know, open the door and I'm grabbing my drink. So they're going out before me. And the guy yells, "Oh, shut up." And he starts, "Roo, roo, 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 roo." I was like, I go, "Excuse me? Really?" And then he got real quiet. And I said something else. And I said, "You don't tell my dogs to shut up. They're at their house." And he didn't say anything. And then he tried to play it off like he was singing a song. And I'm like, oh no, this is not going to work for me. You guys are right behind us. You're going to be rude. Like, no. All right, so we're still gonna play with the release. I don't know exactly what we're doing because honestly, my brain is not tinking because I should be sleeping, but I can't even if I wanted to because all I hear is banging in the backyard or behind me. So I pulled out. So this is the Finnabair Rusty pot that is in the store, and you guys remember I had pulled out all the like fairy garden stuff. I was thinking that we can use maybe one of the 4-packs because I know the fairy garden, right, has the 4-pack. Oh, I keep forgetting I have these all out of order. The fairy garden has the 4-pack, and I was wondering if the tree would fit back there, or even the one that's this one here would fit back in the back there and serve as the backdrop as we do like the fairy garden. Oh yeah, like, he didn't expect me to be out there is what he thought, was the dogs were just out there. He didn't expect me to be out there, but I always go out with them because Onyx loves to, play catch with the ball. So I always go out there. So anyways, hi Connie, I can see you now. I can see you now on YouTube. Yeah, I noticed more of you have gone over to YouTube. I can see the icons on YouTube. I just can't, for whatever reason, everybody's a question mark on on Facebook. Or I was thinking maybe we do remember we found this at the Hope Chest. And then we do something with, of course, we have all the Harlequins, we have all the other papers. So I don't know. Let's just go. I'm going to go through these and kind of see what speaks to me because, again, I had no clue. I had wanted to do a tray, but I didn't spray it yesterday. So, there was no time. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't we do Yvetta's sketches on the front? Never mind. I know what we're doing. That was easy. And then let's get out. Hold on a minute. I don't know if we want to do the pink and white Harlequin or the texture, either the lace textures or, why is it out of order? Oh, it's not. Or the pink textures with it, because it has a background as well, but I'm thinking this one will go on the inside. Yes, 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 yes. No, Connie, I can't see you. You tell them. Rude people irritate me too, Phyllis, especially if I'm at my house. Like, you've got some cojones to tell somebody's dogs to and he didn't even he just straight up, oh, shut up. I was like, really? And then he starts barking like a raging lunatic. Moron. Okay, let's get these little $2 tags off. This is me. I did that because they were splitting. So I use the paper tape. If you're a scrapbooker, you know what paper tape is. If you're a bookmaker, you know what paper tape is. So I use the paper tape so that way it didn't split anymore. Hi, Deb. Oh, you went over to YouTube too? Yeah, I can see you now. I mean, I can see you guys. I just can't see the icon, so it throws me off. Because usually that's how I know whose comment it is, because, I just look at the icons. But quit flipping. You're going to go make me buy more. Oh my gosh. Ashley, you're so funny. You weren't looking at my website when you given me your favorites. You were looking at the actual Prima website. I was like, I don't recognize having that in my store. Oh, by the way, I was telling Sue yesterday, the fluid medium that I was telling you guys, it should be a staple if you if you work with acrylics, because it revives your paints. You know, the last few stickers I've gotten from the Hope Chest, they've been hanging on for dear life. Anyways, it came back into stock, so I ordered a bunch of the fluid mediums, and you have to have a minimum order when you order from Prima and Redesign, which doggone it. That means that I ordered a bunch more stuff. So once again, as if I haven't tortured myself enough, I'm going to be having to load a bunch of stuff. And I love ordering from Prima because it gets to me in 2 days. However, that means I've got to have everything loaded into my store in 2 days. But who's counting? And also, I've been casting, because you guys, if you weren't here yesterday, we launched Yvetta's next 2 classes. So her next 2 class kits. But I have to cast a few castings for you. So I've just been casting my little heart away. As well as not sleeping because my Troy's running amok. But that's okay now. We're okay. Because you know he's sleeping right now. He hasn't gotten up yet. So which means he's just going to be running amok again all night long. That's because you told me to look today. All right, so we're just going to do some Waverly chalk paint just to get off the Palms Motel vacancy. So we can do some decoupage on here. But there are still a few of Yvetta's kits left. Don't forget, if you order both of the kits, there is a discount code for you. It's on my posting. And also, I did see Yvetta posted. She does have a discount code as well if you buy both classes. So make sure if you're purchasing both kits and or both classes, you grab that discount code. Now, the code does not work if you just are purchasing one class or one of the kits. You do need to buy both. But you are more than welcome to only purchase one or the other. Like if you don't feel like doing the egg, or maybe you just want to do clay work and don't want to do the book box. Now, this is not some hardware I can take off easily without ruining the box. So I'm just going to kind of paint around it. We'll end up changing the color most likely. But anyhow, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So these most recent orders, Troy has been stamping his name, because I told you guys he has a stamp with his name. Well, it's kind of funny because he still feels that he needs to sign his name underneath the stamp. So he grabs the pen and he does his little scribbles underneath his name, which I think is so cute. And I just know I'm going to stick my sleeve in this paint. I know I am. So it'll happen. Hi, Sandy Kling. What do you have your paints in? They're just condiment bottles. They're like those FIFO bottles, but they're much cheaper. They're in my Amazon store, and I love them. They work great. I've had these, I have my black in it and the Waverly because I use those the most. And it doesn't clog up or do anything funny. So, but don't put resin in it because I tried that. The top just blew out. I'm pretty sure I was live when it did that. All right. Getting paint all over my hands. I'm purposely not painting it while it's shut because I don't want paint to roll up underneath the lip of it. Even though I will paint inside, I just don't want to have to sand off a big lip, big paint roll. All right, let's dry it a little bit and then paint the rest. Hi, Tina Roy. He comes home on Saturday. So they're 2 hours ahead. He'll be home Saturday, I think like 5 o'clock. I think his plane gets in. Yep, there's the link. He is so, and I don't know. I noticed that whenever you guys send me copies of your bingo cards, some of you use the markers and some of you don't. So these last couple of orders, we've sent the bingo cards, but we've sent like some other little gadgets with it and some like inspirational stickers and just little things that Troy can still put in the box or in the little mesh bag. And he's been a little bit mad at me because there's some little butterflies that I'm having him put in there that are even smaller than the markers, but I did it on purpose so he can work on his motor skills. And he's picking them up, but he's not liking it. He'll like go, ugh, like you can do it. But yeah, because I love that he puts the markers in there because it works on his motor skills, But yeah, he's not digging the butterflies. I'll show you what they are because we put in a couple of the butterflies in the orders, in the mesh bags, and he is not happy. So they look like this. They're all different colors, but they're little acrylic butterflies. And so when he's trying to pick them up, he gets mad. It's kind of cute. But he puts them in there. I know he could do it. But he tries to open the bag and go, for me to put them in there. And I'm like, no, you could do it. That's your job. Golly, that was a messy. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's funny. He's funny. When I first put the butterflies on the table for him to pick up, he kind of looked at me like, are you crazy? I was like, you got it. Just do it. Oh, I don't know that he could coordinate doing that. I'm not sure he would be able to coordinate using the rhinestone picker. All right, we'll do the back as well. But we'll do one at a time because I always boot scoot around on the table, and I don't want it to. Well, actually, because there's 2 of the sketches on there, so I will put one on the back. So, oh well, we'll just have to be careful boot scooting. All right, let's dry that so I can paint that little portion up there, and then, yeah, I'll have to, I just don't know if he'll get the idea of popping it with the picker, but I have a picker that's got like a bigger tip on it. It's purple. You might be able to do it with that. The butterflies are cute, right? And then there's some inspirational stickers, and we've got some like inspirational like keychains and bracelets. So he picks whatever he wants to put in the little mesh bag, but he has to put the butterflies in all of them, because you guys know me and my butterflies. But he not happy about the butterflies. He not happy about the butterflies, but it's good for him. He does. He goes, ugh, and gets mad and pushes the bag to me and like points to them for me to put them in there. And I'm like, Hi, Miss Kathy. Hi, Deborah. Now what's happening? Oh, it's because I can't see her picture. Didn't know she was here. Hi, Chihuahua. I'll need to figure out why their pictures aren't coming up. But if I look over here, I can see. All right, let's paint this little bit, and then we do have the fabric paint, so we can also change the color of the handle, which she's running pinks through that paper, so we'll probably paint it one of the pinks that we have. Actually, the impastos would grab to this too. So, all right, I'm just trying to be a little delicate around the hardware. Again, I don't necessarily care, because I can put bonding primer on that hardware and then paint it whatever color I want. Typically, I would just change it, but because it's not that easy on this paper mache, I'll end up tearing it up. All right, so it's got palm vacancy on the back / bottom too. Well, I guess this is the bottom, isn't it? There's some really cute keychains that he puts in the little orders and bracelets. And it's funny because he tries to put everything in all at one time. I'm like, Troy, you just gotta pick. You just gotta pick. But I think there's at least 2 orders where somebody just has a whole mess of stuff in their mesh bag. They're probably gonna be like, what on earth? Yeah, probably, Sue. What's funny though is I can see like the butterfly and the heart and the happy face that they just put in, where usually on StreamYard they don't have the icons. Hi, Lisa Hampton. What on earth? Was I halfway plugged in again? Yep, halfway plugged in. All right. I would have primed this prior to coming on, but I really didn't. I had no clue. Y'all, I'm still, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen today when it's time for him to go to bed, because he's not even awake yet. Although I will tell you, the last time he ran amok all night long and did this to me, which was like what, day before yesterday, he ended up sleeping just fine. He went to bed and didn't get up, which I thought he was going to, because he had slept so much. I don't know. And then tomorrow, Onyx gets her hair did. And the appointment was supposed to be at 4 o'clock. And then they sent me an updated schedule thing. So now they moved the appointment to 3 o'clock. But her groomer is always early. So you just watch. She's going to come right in the middle of when I'm live. I have to open the door and tell Onyx, go. I think it's the time change. I think it's because Nick's not here, so he's just running amok. I don't know. I really don't know. It happened with the time change, which was also the same time that Nick left, so I don't know what it is. I just know he's done lost his ever-loving mind. Oh, thank goodness it's not saying Facebook user. That is the most aggravating thing when it does that. All right. I put the brush in water. Hoogly mugly. Wonder I wash 70 brushes every night. All right, let's start with this. So basically it sits up like this, right? So this is the top. So, oh, wrong one. So again, this is Dainty and the Queen, which is Yvetta. This is Sketches. For kicks and giggles, I wonder if the A3 would be too big. Probably would, wouldn't it? Because since we are going to do the back, I'll put the other gal on the back. I lost my ever-loving mind and I don't even have an excuse. All right, so I have a feeling I don't want to chop off her head. Let's not do that either. All right, let's take off these edges and I'll just dry tear it there. All right, and then let's water cut these edges off. And will anything hang off or do I have to water cut it? Oh. Poopers. I gotta water cut it off. All right. All righty then. I think what we might do, because of the way this background looks, we might do some. Do I have? I'm sure I do. I'm thinking if I have a damask stamp, because that's kind of what that looks like. Let's see. I'm sure I have a Prima or an IOD damask stamp, because the edges are going to, it's going to fall short a little bit, which I'm not too worried about. We can blend it, but I think it would be cool Or we set her up here in the middle, and then we can do a border around her too. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Wait a minute, that's straight. I don't know what's up with the camera head. The head is crooked. It's straight, but it's crooked. All right, let's use some Decoupage varnish and glue matte. And let me get my squeegee. My Ouija squeegee. And let's get this tinting on. I just need to rip that thing off because it's hanging on for dear life. All right, as usual, I'm just going to go in sections just in case I need to reposition. It's better to go in sections, and then I use the squeegee to move the product evenly underneath so I don't have to worry about there's too much in one place. All right, let me stand up. I'm actually going to put her in the middle, so there's going to be a little bit down here too, which I'm not worried about. All right, so we're going to lay our edges flat, so you're going to start in the middle and push out, right? Feathered edges, it's easier to blend rice paper feathered edges, but one thing you don't want to do is just kind of go willy-nilly from the outside and then have that buckle onto itself, because then you're going to have a lumpy bumpy there, and if you're trying to blend it with paint, you're going to see the lumpy bumpies. Hi Helen, thank you. I'm losing my mind with this time change. I'm waiting. So usually when we leave to go pick up Trevor, we leave here at like 6:45. And of course, prior to Sunday, it's been pitch dark, right? Well, I'm just waiting for it to still be light when I come home, because by the time I arrive over there, it's then dark again. So, you know, okay, got the time change. Now let's just get a little more light. Okay, so same thing. We're going to start in the middle and push out and lay all that feathered edge flat on the outside. And then we're going to put a little bit on the top just to give us our first little protectant. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so pretty. All right, so let's let her be for a minute. Now let's look at the coordinating ones that I pulled out. Avi, she has a coordinating background that goes with this, and it is the Sketches background. There. However, actually, I think that would be pretty. What do you guys think? Should we use the coordinating background and just wrap it? Or should we use, I mean, any one of these would look good. So this is the paper. We can use the pink textures to go with it. If we wanted to go lighter, we can use the lace, or we can even use the Harlequin. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, where's my scrappy cradle? What the heezy weezy? How'd the cradle get way down there? Oh, I'm not going to even get to it. Oh, that's not nice. I might have to walk around. I know. Because, or we do have the inside to do, which, you guys know, I will probably put velvet powder on the bottom here, but on the inside here we'll need something. Hi Margaret, hi Angela. I don't know, y'all, because I think they would all look good. See, because if we wrapped it with this, it would look pretty. If we wrapped it with this, that would be pretty. Oh my goodness. Same thing. There's no bad choice. Are the lace strips. The lace strips. Oh, this. No. So what we would do is we would decoupage this on here shut, and then we would cut the opening. So the way that it is if that's the edge, that's the other edge, so it's not quite. And then here's the, you guys can see. Yeah, on the inside. Whoa. I don't know. We could put this on the inside because it would coordinate with that. And if we did wrap this, we would get the rose on that side, and then we'd use the other rose for the to come up the other side. Flowers for the outside top. There's a lot of movement on the front, so front and back, so I would go softer on the soft. Let's dry her and put the back on, and then let me fight and see if I can get my scrappy cradle. I don't know how it pushed to the back. Oh, okay. I can get it now. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Lord only knows how it got way back here because there's barely enough room for it to even fit. Cuggly muggly. My scrappy cradle can be falling to the back. All right, and then let's get a 320 ready for that. Hi, Laura Brown. Oh, you know what else would have looked good on the, I don't know why I didn't go, you know what else? Don't forget, y'all. I really need to put these papers back in order because this is really just messing with me. We have the Harlequin in the black and ivory too. So now I just made it worse because I just put in even more choices. Oh, that would have been nice to rip my paper by doing that. All right, let's clean this. Remember, always a downward motion, especially when you've just freshly decoupaged. Don't do this. I see people do that and I go, ooh. If your paper's completely dry, you could get away with going left and right. But when you freshly decoupage, don't go left and right. You're going to grab that paper and drag it, and it's going to rip, and you're going to cry, 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 cry. All right, let's. She's still wet right here, so I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm very, very nervous. So let's get some parchment paper out. Black and ivory on the outside and pink velvet powder inside. You like the lace. The papers are mine, Sue. That's why I didn't say Sue. Although I didn't take the fairy harlequin, that second piece, I didn't take it out of inventory yet. Shh, don't tell Sue. All right. Let's get this Mama Jamma up here. But of course, because I'm a bozo and just didn't do it all at the same time, we still have the edges. We gotta get off the edges. Don't tell Sue I didn't take it out of inventory. Oh, also Sheila, I will get you your, I went to do your quote and I was like, I kind of need to know what she wants to get the weight of the box. So I will do that. I will do that probably after I get off of here. I seen that you messaged me back. I went to go do it last night and I was like, wait a minute, I don't know what she wants. Kind of hard to give you a quote, isn't it? I guess I should have asked you. Sorry. Okay, so I'm fighting right here. It's not letting me pull. So that tells me that there's probably a fiber underneath there. Oh, let me pull the other way. There was probably a thicker fiber under there. Just, you know, when you have, don't yank because it's going to pull the ink from that area. So just snip it. All right. YouTube just kicked me off. Rude. Really? YouTube did? Oh my goodness. I'm a dentist. I'm a dentist. Okay, see how it's already got, I don't know if you guys can tell, there's little marks back here. That's from me boot scooting it on my desk. So we are going to have to make sure we seal, or I'll just work off the parchment. All right, so we have a little more room. The bottom half was a little shorter in length, so where is she sitting at? She's sitting up pretty high, isn't she? All right. We'll just put her there so we can get more of that flower. Is she straight? No. She's not. Because you're a bozo. Alright. Did I put my brush in? Okay. I thought I put my brush in water. I was going to say, I quit. I quit. Bloop. So same thing with the squeegee. I start from the middle and I push out. And that's just so you make sure you're laying your edges down, but also you're pushing that product around underneath so it's not just all bunched up in one area. Hi, Mary Sharkey. Hi, Sandy Cooper. How are ya? Happy hump day. All right, and don't pull taut because you're going to get shrinkling. Just let it lay. Unless wrinkles don't bother you. I mean, hey, whatever makes you happy. All right, and then let's push these edges down. So we're going to start in the middle, and push out. I turned around my screen, said, oops, snap, something went wrong, reload. Oh. Oh man, Tina, I did look right away when I got off of here, and they come in a 500 mil, but she doesn't have them. So the only size she has are the sizes that I have, and then the paint, I didn't see any bigger ones than the ones that I have, that she has. I know they come in bigger, but there's nothing in stock. So I don't know. I know when I talked to her, when I did the release with her, she said that there was some coming, but it's coming by water. So that's going to be a minute. So if you want to wait until it gets here, I can, I'll order it as soon as it gets here, but I don't know when that'll be because it's coming by water. So that's snail. It's coming snail mail type. Because that stuff is way too expensive for her to FedEx it. Hi, Liz. But I did look immediately when I got off of here. Oh, you know what else might look really pretty? I have that script. Hold on a minute. Hey. Is it gray or is it gray? I can't even remember. All right, so now that's what we've got. So now, being that's what our front and back will kind of look like, we obviously need it to dry so we can sand out the edges and do the ting-tings. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the lace because, wait, if this is what I think it is, I'm tinking, y'all. Look out. Oh, it is. It is, it is, it is, it is, it is. I couldn't remember if this was black or if it was gray. And it is black. So, in my store, I have the vintage script, right? So, you see? Why don't we do, because you see? Sookie now. See? Why don't we do the lace textures, and then we could do the script. It's the little things. I do. Never mind, I won't say it. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on a minute. Let's look at something. Something. I mean, I know I obviously have a ton of damask, but why couldn't we do some stamping of the damask? It says damask. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Because see the damask down there? So we can stamp some of the damask on there as well. And then do the vintage script on top of that. Hold on a minute. I'm just checking my options now. Checking my options. See, we also have script here too. We could stamp. All right. Hold, please. Uh-huh. 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 All right. We in business. We in the business. Winner, chicken dinner. We in the business. All right, let's put that stamp over there. Okay. Now, well, let's just hold on a minute. Let's not wait till the last minute and have to get all the edges off, Carrie, because, you know, you like to make things real difficult for yourself, you know. Are we running out of water? Water, water, water. We need a little bit of water. Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. Uh-oh, I dribbled. And then on the front, we can sand back the paper and do a light like linen. We can do the linen on there. The linen paint on there. And then we can, because I'm pretty sure the linen, winner, chicken dinner. Or even the cream that I use, the Decor Paint Chalky that's in the store, the cream white, I think it is. That one would probably work too. Why did I do that? That was weird. That was actually, I don't know, sometimes. It's sleep deprivation is what it is. Two minutes. What time is it? 2 minutes and counting. Actually, 1 minute. Lock them doors. All right. Winner, chicken dinner. Okay. Let's not say we did. All right. Nope. We need to keep this underneath. Y'all yell at me because I keep boot scooting and it's just going to mess up one of the sides because we don't have it varnished. So, hey. I mean, it's still going to roll, but at least it won't roll completely away. Just stay for a minute, please. Thank you kindly. I just need to see how big you are. That needs to go on the inside. This side? Or this side? Kind of like it that side. We'll probably have to use both, but all right. Holly, oxen free. Well, I want to go to all the way to the edge. We're at 3.5. Or 3.5. Let's see if I was. Not bad. All right. But I am going to go just a little bit wider so that we can gator off the edge and make it a clean edge. So we'll go like that. Come back here. Is good. Just a little bigger is good. All right. Let's dry tear this one though. Hi, Cynthia Diane. How are ya? All right, let's get this. It's good. It's good. All right. So obviously we're gonna have a problem when we get here, right? We're gonna run into a problem. So okay. All right, TIT then. You can just sit up. I actually need you to dry a little more. So where am I? Go back this way. I can see it better. And then I'm just going to hit the one side, not the parchment paper underneath. All right. Oh, come away. Okay. And then we'll probably have to deal with the lock too. Stay. Oh man. Too many moving parts. Too many moving parts. I need you to go inside or you're going to get decoupaged. Might have to tape that because it doesn't necessarily want to stay in and play nice. Let's see. All right, there we go. It's in, locked, clean. Okay, let's start from the bottom. Now, obviously, I'm just going to decoupage the whole entire thing, and then when I get it dry, we will cut the slit. You guys have seen me do this. I do it when we do the draws or whatever. One thing I don't want those. I should have been more careful. That's going to not work out good. Okay. I'm going to leave a little overhang on both sides so that way I can clean it up with the, what's it called? The gator. I did do it. And then we'll just take a, what you call it? The finger blade. I think I can sit you guys up now. I think you guys can see. Take the finger blade and then dry it really well and then get it, cut that slit. Which if you don't like doing that way, then you can, measure the top and the bottom, and then just kind of piece it on there. But I don't know, I just find it easier to do it this way. But you know, you do whatever makes you happy. Thanks, Joanne. All right, so my drawers. Ashley, you wear drawers. Okay, let's. Now again, if we could just take this heart, if you could just take your hardware off, much easier. However, you know, Terry don't do things the easy way, hardly ever, right? Don't know why, because I like when things are done the easy way. I feel like I do a lot of things very difficult. All right, so we're just gonna come around. If we need to put some antiquing gel and you know, any like little bits that might be missing or what have you, we can always put some antiquing gel in there. I mean, if somebody's that close up here, good coogly moogly. You need to back up off of it. All right. Let's get that back down where you belong. Hold on. Can't see what I'm doing. Gucci man. Oh, gotta line that back up. Hold on a minute. And I'm gonna push that down. And I'm just gonna take my brush and kind of make it so it hugs up around that, and then any excess we will cut. All right, and then over here you need to lie down, play nice. Oh, actually I need that to dry, that's why. Okay, hold on a minute. I did it for around that handle. I don't know why I didn't do it for around the lock as well. Again, because I like doing things the hard way. You'd get bored the easy way? Oops. Trying to be careful because it. Well. Let me just get it off of there. Jeez. Just making it difficult, Terry. Just rip it. Okay. All right. So same thing. I'm going to lay that flat, and then I'm going to push around the lock. And then any excess we will get off with the finger blade. So I'm going to have to do the same thing, which is going to be kind of crazy. I think I'm going to wait. Oh, actually, no, I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't want to. Push that up in there. No, you need to lay flat. All right, there we go. Good. Coogly moogly. That was a lot more difficult than it needed to be. Wowee. Woo! push around that lock, and then there's paper that'll cover it right there. It just needs to, oh, well, not right there. That needs to come out of there. Ooh, let me let that dry. There's paper that will cover all of this. I just need to cut around the lock. That was just way too difficult, much more difficult than it needed to be. All right, let's go this way. And we'll overlap it just a little bit. Where's the, wait, am I on the wrong side? No, right? Oh, I am. Wait. Oh, I know why. I'm right. I'm fine. It's because the paper isn't that long. So, is it going to be better like that? Yeah, because that one's the front anyways. We're not going to be able to match up that line unless I come over that way. Okay. Okay. We can do that. So the paper is only an A4 paper. That's why the design isn't continuous. Duh. I would have got it in a few minutes. In a minute. Let's not tip that up. And then the best part about rice paper is if there's any parts missing up there by the lock, all I've got to do is put some extra up there and no one will ever know. All right, let's move that over to make that line. Can you see that line? I'm going to make that line match up. And then I'm going to lay that down. So I'm going to go up with it. And then we'll push this back down this way. Woo! We're almost there. That was really difficult. Once again, I'm sure you guys could do this in a much simpler fashion. But you know, I like making my life difficult. All right. I'm gonna be easy with that as I see. That's exactly why you don't pull it taut, because you're gonna get shrinkles. Hold on, y'all. I need to hold it off of my desk. So when you pull it taut like that and it goes to lay down, at least I find it shrinkles, and I don't like it. If you just let it loose and then let it lay, then you don't get the shrinkling. But, you know, again, some people don't mind the shrinkles. I am a little bit of a freak about the shrinkles. Stencils. Oh, let's go back up that way. All right. So, I like it. I thought a cat jumped up, but nope, they're passed out. Huh? You got kicked out too? See, we've been singing the praises of YouTube, and then they're not starting to act up. Let's dry this, especially around this lock, so I can fix that. Then we'll gator off the edges. I think she's so pretty. I feel like this would be a good cover to like a scrapbook album. The sketches, rice paper. Or like if you know somebody who does like fashion design, I think it would be cute to make them like, you know how they have their sketchbooks, make them a sketchbook with that on the front. I think that would be really pretty. Or even just a gift, not even, you know, like put it in a frame. I don't know. I really love this paper. Yeah, it is rare for the tube to be acting up. A lot of extra product in there, but so I'm super impatient. I want to clean this all up on the edges so we can see how it looks. So get this dried. That needs to be probably glued down a little more, but it's because there's excess. Okay, so I always tell you guys, please don't use a 120 or a 60 whenever you're doing your rice paper. There's never a time when it needs to be that low. So I'm actually, I want this excess that's here because there's going to need to be some patching up there that we'll need to do. So hi, Tina. All right. We'll get down all those fuzzy wuzzies in a minute. There wasn't much hanging over the side there. That's why they're all fuzzy wuzzy. It is so like overcast and blah here today. Yesterday it was so nice and warm, nice and sunshiny, and now today it's all blech. I don't know if we're getting rain tonight. I haven't looked, but probably. Okay. Oh no, we don't want a fuzzy wuzzy stuck to her. No. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get some on here. Get all these fuzzies off. Actually, let's get them off of there. It rained yesterday. Today expecting more tomorrow. Yeah, it's got to be. I'm assuming yesterday was so warm and just like beautiful. The sun was so bright. Even had to bust out the sunglasses. But yeah, I don't know. Today is such a switch. Okay, so where we had that excess paper, I knew it wasn't connecting down here because usually that's what happens when you have so much excess paper like I did at the bottom over here. It pulls away. Okay, up here I can tell it's still way too wet for me to cut around that, so we'll just leave that for a minute. Well, we're gonna have to dry anyway, so we'll dry and then we'll start playing with sanding these edges a bit and then getting some paint on here so we can stamp and do some of our Hi, my Mara. Mara's picture showing. That's so weird. Oh, really, Sue? I haven't even looked. I'll have to message him and ask him what it's been like. Like I said, I haven't really talked to him a whole lot. You know, he doesn't want to be, want to be talking. He sees me every day. I don't pester. Ew. I can't remember where he's at. I know he's like out in the boondocks. But they went to like a car show, so I need to message him and see. Is Mara on the store page? I wonder if that's why I can see. No, she's not. It's so weird. I can see Mara's icon, but I can't see anybody else's. Funny. Okay, so we're just going to dry this, and then I'm going to put some of my favorite gloss on here so we can start. Actually, we'll sand this back a little bit first, and then we'll. So I want to make sure these are really dry. All right. So whenever you decoupage and your rice paper is wet, You need to be super careful when you're putting your fingies all over it that you don't stick to the rice paper, which is exactly what I did. So I'm just going to tap some of my linen. And then nobody will know except for you guys. So don't tell. And then I'm going to take a little bit of water and tap that in and blend it. Ta-da! So, but yeah, whenever you're decoupaging, just make sure your stuff is dry before you start putting your grubby hands, or my grubby hands, all over it. All right. So, what I'm thinking is, I'm just letting that sit because it was getting really hot. We're going to sand out those edges and blend them. Then we're going to paint that with the linen. We will do some very, very light stamping of the damask stamp. And then, so then this is called the vintage script. I liked this one. Oh, and this one's pretty too. However, that's got it's very bold. See, it's bold compared to. Oh, let's look. See, there's got more writing on there. Actually, either one would look pretty. But let us play. Let us play. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Okay, so very important, if you do this, please make sure your paper is dry, y'all. And if your paper's not dry, don't blame me. Don't blame me if your paper's not dry. If your paper's dry, then you won't even get mad at me. But if your paper's not dry, you're going to get mad if you try to do this. So all I'm doing is coming out and I'm just finger touch. I'm taking off. Well, let's get. I'm going so that it feels nice and flat. So I don't want to feel the paper transition. And I don't want to see it when I paint. So I have a 320. I would actually recommend, if you aren't used to doing this, even using a 400 or even a 600. It's always easier to start higher and then come down if you're like, okay, I need it to take off a little bit more, then go down to a 400, then go down to a 320. But don't go any lower than a 320, please. I beg of you. You're not trying to eat up your paper. You're just trying to finger to smooth to touch. You're just sanding down the little furries. See all these little furries? No, you can't. Come. See all the little furries that are out here? That's what I'm grabbing. I'm not grabbing the paper. I'm grabbing the little fuzzy wuzzies. Fuzzy wuzzy had a bear. Right? And I'm just blending those out. And then when I can rub my finger and not feel the fuzzy wuzzies, then I'm good. It's good. It's good. Okay, back up. Get back. Get back, Jack. Every time I say that, I know Jack looks at me like, what? So you're just taking the fuzzies and you're just smoothing them down. Downtown. Okay, see you later, alligator. Hi, Jeanette. Oh. Welcome to the world, kid. You gonna come over here and show everybody that you look crazy from just waking up with your bedhead? 2:30, Troy. Unstinking believable, loco. Unbelievable. Mommy's got your pink drink in the refrigerator. Excuse me? Are you already complaining? You only been up like 30 seconds. Que pasta sauce. He's something, I tell ya. All right. It's good. Ah, sucky, sucky now. Nope. I feel something, something. I like it. Okay. You know my OCD wants that off, right? Hold, please. Let's see if it's dry enough. If it's not, I'll stop. Probably not. So I'm just taking my finger blade and I'm going around the hardware. Again, you got to make sure your paper's dry before you cut. Or it's just going to rip. All right, we've got some issues going on over here, so we're going to need to... I'll fix this. Oh, it's not down. Oh, okay, I was smart. I didn't lay it down. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought I laid it down like a bozo. Let's cut that excess that was up there that don't need to be there. And then, all right, so that needs to be glued down now and attached, but we'll do that in a minute. And then, let's see. I don't need to bust her open just yet, so I'll just let that dry. Okay. Hi, Edith. I know, I love this paper. Okay. Keep the gate there, Troy, okay? Make sure you put the gate back. I don't want the dogs going in my room. I don't want the dogs going in my craft room, son. I'm trying to find the very, very, very light pink that I like, the rose, country rose. So that's what all that rifling is that I'm doing over here. Oh, this paint doesn't belong in here. It's a pearl. I wonder if country rose. Oh, no, there's country rose. Country rose. Because country rose and boudoir would probably do what I need it to do. Do what I need it to do. All right, let's get some paint on this Mama Jamma so we can do some stamping. Oh boy, that shouldn't be out there. Oh no, we're not. Man, Terry, if you had a brain, it would be dangerous. So dangerous if you had a brain. All right, so I'm going to put my Bear varnish on because I'm going to be putting paint on here and blending it. And I want to be able to get anything off of here that doesn't belong. So no, absolutely not needed to cut that. I'm glad I didn't split this open just yet. Chimney. Sometimes I scare myself, you know? Promise. My brain works most of the time. It's just sometimes when I'm live, it's questionable. Well, most every time, but you know. What can I say? I'll just paint it while it's up. You guys don't need to see me put gloss varnish on. Now, you should really let this dry naturally, and you should really do at least 2 to 3 coats, even more. More is more, more is better, but, you know, I don't have that luxury when I'm live. All right, I'm not going to put that brush in the water. Hi, Joy. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it so very much. Okay, we know the linen is going to be good. So let's get some linen out. And then really, again, you should use this in a well, but, you know, again, brain not working. But when you don't sleep, kind of what happens, I suppose. Okay. See, linen is perfect for this. All right, so now let's get linen off of there. So we'll start with the linen base. Now, the only reason why I took out the pink is because I thought it might be pretty just to maybe stamp in. Actually, I think, let me see. I think it's going to be pretty to stamp in some pink into linen, even though it's just very small amounts around the outer edge. I think it'll be effective as far as just putting little sprinkles of pink. So now this is the Country Rose, which is one of my favorite pinks. You almost can't even tell that it's pink. On camera, you certainly can't. I'm not going to even mix that with water. I'm just going to use, see? And I'm going to opt for almost not blending it all in. So let's get a little more. Because if I get both colors of the light and the dark, I'm okay with that because of the way the petals are on the rose. So this time when I stir it in, I'm just going to kind of leave it like so. It's good. All right. Sometimes. All right. Where am I going? What am I doing? Are you dry enough to lay you down? They're making all kinds of noise in the back. Promise I actually remembered to silence my ring today, but I think I only did it for a couple hours. Okay, so as to not make it look like I'm just doing paint, I'm going to come into the paper just a little bit. Obviously, it'll blend in more once we get the little bits of script on the outside and whatnot, but I don't want to have just a straight line of the linen. It's going to look very strange. But this will be the base, and then we will stamp on top of it with the damask, and then do the lighter script, and then it will blend. So then it'll go back to just being the background and not just this weird halo that goes around the outside. If I wasn't going to do any stamping, I would have obviously blended this color out a lot more. But just since this is just going to serve as the base for the stamps, it's good enough. So again, just going to kind of come up a little bit higher. It's already going to be like, you can already see that it's just going right around it, which looks to me very weird, but we'll fix it. All right, now let's get a white. Gosh, I can't ever get it. And then because we did varnish it, I'm going to be able to just, and I'm pulling in because I don't, again, I want it on the paper a tad, so it's not just a weird little. Down here. It's actually a really pretty pink. I don't think you guys can probably even tell that there's pink down there. Probably all looks the same color. Okay, let's dry that. Hi, Kathy Dean. I'm good. How are you? How are you and the honey bunny? So we're gonna dry that a little bit. I'm trying to remember. Now, obviously, these are very large, but we're taking such a small amount of it. All right. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me get. I want to get. See, my stamp pads aren't anywhere near me. I'm wondering if I should get a gray or if I should just go with the black. So, let me see. Because it's not, I mean, some of it is gray, but my thinking is the lettering is going to be black. I actually think that would be okay for the damask because well, but see here we have shades of gray. So I think for the damask stamping, we'll do the gray. All right, I'm not going to put this on a back plate. I will tell you that this stamp is, if I can remember correctly, it's all one piece. I think it is. Yep, it is. So I am going to cut it. And I think I will just cut, excuse me, hair. I think we're just going to cut this one little bit. Yes, I'm going to cut my stamp just like I cut my stencils. So those of you who have a breakdown, look away. Because there's no way I'm going to try to hold this big mamma jamma just to stamp these little bits. All right. Now, believe it or not, I probably have this stencil for I don't know how long. So, I mean, why do I keep calling a stencil this stamp? So, I'm going to condition it because I have not used it. I'm just taking my gator and I'm going to rough it up. Because I actually bought a bunch of these Prima stamps ages ago. Because I was going to do a class and then I never used it. So it needs to be conditioned before you use it. We are good. Came from the doc. She gave him more antibiotics. More? Gosh. Hi, Kathy. Well, I'm glad he's doing better, but goodness gracious, I wish it would just be done for him already. Okay, so we are literally going to take little bits of this because now again, the paper, there's barely anything that's hanging off, right? So we're going to take the black, the gray, oh, Coogly Muggly. And I don't know what I'm going to want. So this, again, we're doing this in layers because our paper was not big enough. And I know my hat keeps hitting the camera. I'm sorry. Ah! Oh! Okay, sorry. Just got to get excited sometimes, y'all. Okay. Oop. Well, that might have bounced, but that's what happens when you don't put it on a stamp pad, a board, a backing. I'm so happy. Okay. Let's take more. Let's take. And obviously, I'm only taking. Is that the stamp? See, I can't even tell now. Is that the stamp or the paper? That's the paper. Look at how. Oh, what am I doing? Just use this last little part. Ha! I like it. I like it. Okay. Trying to think. I don't know if that. I'm trying. Is that the way the paper is, or did I stamp right there? I mean, it doesn't bother me either way. No, that's the way the paper is. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my bonkers, y'all. Okay. So now all we need to do is dry this a little tad bit. It almost looks, oh my gosh, so crazy. I'm going to say, how did it get on there? But it didn't. All right, and then we're just going to take you might have to go shopping, I'm telling you. And this side, actually, because there was a bigger width there, when we do that side tomorrow, we're going to even have more fun. Okay, so let's take, we're going to do the same thing with, I'm just going to take like this first little bit here. And actually, to be honest, that actually looks more, hold on a minute. Because you see how she has the lines here? It actually looks more like a bill. Hold on. Sue, I need to take this out of inventory, Sue. Okay, so we're just going to take a bit of this. Let's start down here. And I don't want it straight across. I just want little bits here and there. So we'll start right here. might not even go down because of that stamp. We might have to do this tomorrow. Let's see if we can get it down. This is what happens when you get too excited. It's not going to go down. All right. That one word is got. Okay, hold on. I'm excited. I'm excited. What did you do with my buddy Troy? Miss Kathy Dean. He was running amok all night long again, and he didn't even get up until like 30 minutes ago. He didn't even get up until 30 minutes ago, the little turkey lips. So that's why he's quiet, because his day hasn't started yet to start going wild and crazy. He ran amok. I had to make him go to bed at 4:30 this morning. Telling you. So I got so excited, I didn't even put the top coat down. So we're going to put the top coat down. I'm going to dry it. And then we're going to try to put that back down there. Because I am very impatient and super excited. That damask worked out perfectly. So much so that I thought that the paper, that I put it on the paper. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. I know. It turned out we're not even done with it yet. We still have to do the inside, the back side. But I'm super impatient and excited that that damask worked out like it did. And we're going to test how fast drying my favorite, look at, there's paper down here. My favorite gloss is. See, because there's like a November 26th right here, so there's numbers. It's funny because this one, it's going to, I was thinking the script would be better, but it's almost, the first page is almost better than that. So, all right, hold on. That one probably has wet paint on it, so let's grab this one. I'm exhausted. He's so silly, telling you. All right, let's just put that right there. Again, I don't want a straight line of it because I think that would look funny. Nope, it's not gonna come off. Okay, that one's gonna have to stay because I don't want to mess this up. But anyways, you get the gist. See, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna let that sit on there. It will be okay. It's just me being impatient. Because some of it's coming off, but some of it isn't, and I don't want it to pull up my damask, my paint. You see? See, it's there. It's like, keep messing with me and I'm gonna pull up everything. That says mayor. All right, right, stop messing with it, Terry. I'll just let it dry. Oh my goodness, Kay. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, Kay. You're in my prayers. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness. Definitely in our prayers, and I'm very, very, very sorry for your loss. I know that's difficult. I was thinking about it the other day. I lost my mom in 2011. So yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it's a long time. So my heart goes out to you, Kay. I'm so sorry. So this is what we're looking at right now. I'm going to let that dry. It'll come off. And if it doesn't, there's only that little section that I need to redo. So basically we have the sketches paper on. We cut it in half. It's on the front and the back. We have the lace textures along the side. This will be super dry when we come back tomorrow. So we'll split it open tomorrow. And then we'll blend the back. So we'll do the same thing. We'll do the sanding, blend the back. We'll do the stamp. Again, we'll do the stamping. And then we'll also put the transfers on it to blend that out. Then when we are done with the outside, we've got to open it up, and then we'll probably use the matching paper for the inside, the top lid, I think. Or remember, all of these matched with it too. So I'm thinking we're going to use the matching paper in the lid, but I don't know. We might change my mind tomorrow. But then we'll definitely do the custom pink color that I do for the velvet powder, that soft pink. We'll do the velvet powder on the bottom part. So that's it for us today. This has to dry so that way we can look at. I'm going to keep messing with it. See, more of the word is coming down. I just need to let the paint dry so it'll stay. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for being here. Now I've got something on my face. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow, and we'll finish this up. Talk to you later. Gotta go get you dressed since you're running amok. Talk to you later. Bye.